I don't want cowards teaching my kids.
So there's this guy, he's been around forever and ever, Dennis Prager. He doesn't like gay people, doesn't like Muslims, says climate change is not real, says COVID-19 is not real. You kind of get what this guy does. But now his channel, which is called PranksterU, is like explicitly trying to get kids, I guess, to watch this crap.
If you're an American, chances are you own an American flag. Here's what you need to know to be a successful flag owner. You'll need the help of a friend to do it properly. First, make sure your friend is not a communist.
And he rips his jacket open, it says not a communist. Because if there's one thing that little kids are interested in, it's communism. I actually have a really disturbing video to show you here. And as you can see, over 3 million people watched this since 2017. And after kids saw this, this is really what's to blame for the kind of, I would call it a red tsunami, a red hurricane of communists in the United States after this video was released.
Hey guys, your old pal Cinnable here. And I want to make a video about why, to this day, after the time in history when it was founded, we still need communism. Now,
I still laugh at that every time when he burps after he says that.
I don't want kids teaching my cowards.
And now, you know, I actually had a really disturbing interaction with a kid the other day. I saw this little kid on a bus, and he was reading this big book, and I just assumed it was like a Harry Potter or something. And I looked closer, Das Kapital. It was Das Kapital, dog. It was Das Kapital, homie. So this is what we're dealing with. And a lot of kids will do this. This is a classic little kid move, is they'll have like a comic book. Like it looks like they're reading the comic book, but if you take down the comic book, behind it, they have like Lenin pamphlets. And they're just reading about, you know, they're reading about the end stages of capitalism. Stop watching those Slavoj Žižek lectures is a phrase that a lot of people utter to their young kids across this beautiful, mighty nation. You know, okay, so real talk a little bit. What I've noticed with, you know, friends who have kids and what we talk about is that it's actually the exact opposite. Like, of course, this is cartoonish and goofy. It's PragerU. It's like a silly channel paid for by demented oil billionaires. So it's a cartoon. But, you know, like, young children do get indoctrination, like, right off the bat. Like, right, and now it's even more insane, like, with the, like, I gotta get my kid into a good preschool or he'll die of hunger. And he won't climb up the ladder of being a CEO if he doesn't get into the correct preschool. He's a fetus. Hi, my kid's a fetus, and I need to train him to compete against the other fetuses right now. Actually, he was just conceived, literally like 4 minutes ago.
Then start by pulling the flag taut. Fold the flag down the middle once, and again. Now that the flag is in a narrow strip, begin folding it triangularly. There should be...
How often are kids folding flags? I mean, obviously the subtext of this is like goose-stepping nationalism, but like, why don't they just come out and say that? Be like, America's the best. Just hey kids, here's Haiti the bear. Hi, I'm Haiti the bear. I hate other countries because they're other, because they're other. Just do it. Well, why waste all this time? Some good comedy in here too.
Red or white stripes visible. Do it again.
Because she told him to refold the flag, and they're like, no, this making us redo the flag. I get it. I think I get it. Actually, no, I get it.
Now that you know how to handle your flag, go do something patriotic, like converting your communist friend and buying him a flag. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stop yelling, start thinking.
Thank you for watching this.
So I was thinking maybe that one's targeting like teenagers or high schoolers, but it's kind of unclear. Here we go. You'll notice in the bottom here too, PragerU resources for educators and parents. So they're really trying to they're like PragerU for schools for little kids.
Betty.
So the craft that we're going to be doing today is a military appreciation wreath. A good craft for little kids. A military appreciation wreath to show the United States military your appreciation with a wreath.
To make a wreath to honor those who serve and protect in our military. Here's what
That's what, yeah, and you know what? This is good because that's also what people in the military want. They want a wreath. Actually, can I have my college paid for? No, you get a wreath. Shut up and look at your wreath. I mean, how else to interpret this besides, hey kids, the military is good. The military is good, no matter what. Some little kid, he's like, well, actually, looks like there's some questionable things here. The Vietnam War, or Iraq War. Seems like actually they haven't been really doing anything very good for very, very long. Hey, get that wreath going. Get that wreath going.
or camo print. I also got some red, white, and blue stars and stripes. This is not a flag. This is regular fabric. We've got some...
She makes it very clear throughout this video that we're not cutting up a flag. That she went to Joann's Fabrics and got some stupid American flag themed fabric. Guys, because you know that the 98-year-old boomer watching this, he's like, shit, this Hispanic woman's cutting up a flag? Unsubscribe.
And some very sharp fabric scissors that you're gonna wanna make sure you get a parent's help with.
Yeah, because the little kids are definitely watching this alone. Little kids, they just flock to PragerU. Little kids are all... This is a phrase that you'll hear in kindergarten. This is a phrase that you'll hear in kindergartens across the country. What's Dinesh D'Souza think of this? What's Dinesh D'Souza got to say? Hi, I'm 5 years old, and I'm a huge fan of Dinesh D'Souza. Hey, I'm 5 years old, and I really want to hear what Jordan Peterson thinks about trans people. I was born a little too early. I was taken out a little too early. So, I'm really into PragerU. Hi, I'm a little kid, and I'm just really interested in is Brian Callen still canceled? I hope he does an interview about it and how this is the biggest problem, that comedians can't just immediately get hundreds of thousands of dollars for a gig and get booked everywhere. Hi, I'm 5.
What's that? We've got a question.
I know America has a big military, but I get confused on what all the different parts do. Can you explain?
You're hurting the kids. You're hurting the kids.
Hi. The other kids in my class say that covert action from the U.S. military against Cuba in the 1960s is bad, but I know that they're wrong. Can you please explain why? Hi. One of the other kids in my class, by the way, I'm in kindergarten, says that if maybe we spent less on the military, we could have a functioning healthcare system. I know this kid's wrong because he also eats glue and he pooped his pants several times. Can you please explain why he's wrong?
You're right. That's a really good question because it can get confusing. Here we go. The United States has the Army, which is the largest and oldest service in the U.S. military. They're the ground forces. We've got the Navy, on, above, and below the water, surrounding our nation and protecting us around the world. There's the Air Force that provides fast capability and makes it look tough. But we're not done yet.
Does look pretty good. She did a good job.
Raise your hand if you know what the yellow ribbon's for. Yellow ribbons traditionally mean support for our troops. So
if your dad owns a local restaurant / bar and grill, he will be forcing the employees to wear, if you live in the middle of the country, to be wearing these.
White and blue, it's rugged, it's burlap, it's military, it's camo, it's everything.
Oh, that's okay. That's kind of cute. Yeah, maybe this isn't all just weird militarism. Maybe it's just making a nice camo wreath. That's not a big deal.
Ready for our doors on Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Independence Day, or all year long. Our military continues to protect our freedom in America and around the whole world so that we can have freedom to think and have opinions. We can have freedom to discuss what we want, freedom to be responsible for ourselves.
So they're really making a go at this. Are you a parent or teacher? This is like their little informational page. Are you a parent or teacher or an educator? We've launched PragerU resources for education and parents. PrEP. An easy way to remember that is PrEP. So you can just that right into your brain and make it easier to remember. To give you the resources, support, and tools to teach your children about about America's blessings and limitless opportunities. Schools are replacing education with indoctrination. Our schools are teaching that America, that's a weirdly worded, our schools are teaching that America is not a land of plenty, but a nation of systemic oppression and inequality. Yeah, we wouldn't want any indoctrination of our kids in schools. We are creating and curating resources. We are here to provide you with resources you can trust. PrEP has original pro-American kids shows for K through 12 grade students. PragerU is committed to curating the best resources available for you and your students, as well as creating cutting-edge educational material. K through 12 kindergarten kids are going to be looking at this? Hey, kindergartners, Dennis Prager has something to say about Muslims. He's not sure. He's him just winking at the kindergarten. I don't know about these people, right? That's Dennis Prager. That's his kindergartner material. So for 25 bones, you get high quality pro-America resources and educational content for students grade K through 12. A lot of these kindergartner kids are very anti-American, I've noticed. A lot of these kids are like, the Nordic model seems actually kind of interesting economically. I don't know. It's weird because I called my mom recently. I was like, when I was a kid, I was really into like He-Man and Ninja Turtles and all that kind of crap, right? And she was like, no, actually, that's a misconception. You were actually really into Trotsky. You were really into reading Trotsky pamphlets. Actually, you know what? Like little kids, little kindergartners, I think they actually are anti-American. Because they're pretty much anti-everything that's not shoving sweet treats into their mouth. Anything that's not staining their, white shirt with a red drink, a red sweet drink, they don't like it.
My name is Jill Simonian.
My name is David Prager.
I'm Sarah Sanders.
We have an issue in
Hell yeah, dream team.
Toilet.
this country, in most private schools and pretty much all public schools, where kids are receiving information, education, indoctrination that run counter to their parents' values.
I woke up big time in terms of learning what my kids were being educated about in schools.
No.
I woke up about what narratives are being pushed.
A lot of parents have not recognized that in the past.
I mean, if being a teacher isn't hard enough already, now you got, Sarah Huckabee Sanders coming in. Now you got all these, whatever weird parent would watch PragerU channel on YouTube is waddling up to you. You're getting paid who, 28 grand a year to teach these little dirty little rats. And one of these parents who clearly just came from Chipotle waddles up to you and is like, you're not teaching my kids that the military is good enough. You're not telling them enough that the military is cool. Do better. Do better. You're not telling them that trans people are all scary mutants. Enough. So you get this. How do you be a teacher and deal with what they're hoping to make teachers deal with this crap and not just say, it's not worth it. I'm just going to go do something else. I'm just going to go sell stuff. I'm just going to go sell crap on Etsy instead. This is just not worth it anymore. Bye-bye. Hi, I own the local 500,000-ton truck dealership here in town, and you're not teaching my kids that trans people are bad. Enough. You're not telling them that they're literally the cause of all my problems, personally. So you get this.
Schools, I woke up about what narratives are being pushed.
A lot of parents have not recognized that in the past, only until their kids grew up and had values that ran counter to them.
then their kids grew up and had values counter to them. And the image that they're showing is, it kind of appears to be a stock image of kids protesting. And one of the signs says, "Love, not hate." These are counter to my values. My values, I don't even need to say them with words. I'll just say them with this. What kind of parent would be their values are, I'm anti-protest? Like if something was wrong and my kid went out to protest it, what? They just like, Dennis Prager's like, why do they have to protest? Why can't they just sit in their saggy old leaking mansion that they got from oil billionaire money to, go do propaganda on the radio and now on YouTube? Why can't they just sit and sag around and choke their dipes? Hey, teacher, I own the local Hooters franchise and I'm very pissed off at you because even though my kid's school got shot up the other week, they're out there protesting about it. Do fix this. And in the meantime, you get this.
Going to raise our kids against this mainstream media groupthink.
Every parent out there needs to know that they're not alone and that there are other people that believe in and are fighting for the same things that they are for their kids.
They need to know that lots of parents out there are fighting for the same thing, that for the life that they want for their kids, which is to be able to say trans people are weird and Muslims are scary. We're really out there fighting for this. We're like the Che Guevara of fighting for causes. And and also one more. I got one more thing to say. Children need to know that we're fighting for causes that we believe in, like the right to give people a little pinch on the butt and not get in trouble. Give your employees a little pinch on the butt. So what's the big deal? What? Cancel culture. You know what I mean? This is what you all know what I think of cancel culture.
Through how I can raise my kids and give them the American values that I treasure so greatly.
I'm so proud of what they're doing through prep, and I'm honored to get to be a part of it.
Sarah Sanders. I'm really honored to be a part of it, and I chose this because I had lots of options. I was a Trump press secretary, and clearly I'm just there, my door's being banged down with offers for things, and this is clearly, I really want to do this the prestigious PragerU. And it's not, I would do it not for the money. Even if there was no money involved, I would do this. And I got one more thing to say. Okay, that's enough. Well, there we go, guys. So if anybody out there has kids, I would probably guarantee at this point that your kid's probably a dirty, dirty communist, probably some kind of a Trotskyite. He's probably watching videos online of somebody with cat ears, who he agrees with, who's talking about the difference between, Antonio Gramsci and some other guy. And guys, don't forget, if you're watching this on Monday or Wednesday, please come to the live program, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, the year of our Lord, 2021. All praises due to him with a capital H. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, and thanks so much for watching this video. Like all the other YouTube and podcast perverts, I now have a Patreon. Here you can get daily access to the audio-only feed. And every week on this Patreon, I'm uploading 2 Patreon-exclusive shows. They're like real shows, more produced, more edited. One of them is a behind-the-scenes show where I reveal all the secrets and YouTube scams that I'm doing. And the other one, I just reveal my innermost dark, cringe secrets, as well as
deep dive
video essays and more.
And at the top level,
you can even become a producer of the show and get your name handwritten, hand art, hand drawn at the end of every episode. So if that's something that you are interested in, check it out
on Patreon.
I'll put a link in the, what is the thing called, in the description, I guess. So thank you so much, even if you don't. Thanks for watching this video. I know it's hard to get through these things, but I appreciate you.
This show would be absolute garbage without the producers, J.S. Trost, also known as the Bolt Cutter.
007X.
Yeah, Michael McTighe, Rue Kazoo.
Kazoo.
Shannon Bad Barbie Williams. Anna Benkoski. Ass McBlast. E. Gregory Hutto. What? Scott, let me tell you something, no Castle. Rerun 64. Mr. Feeney. Jamie and I may have a disagreement with Sam Cedar's pause button. Jenny Hart. Hey, Jenny Hart, it's me. Oh, she just ignored me. Winter the Muscular. Ethan Weaver.
Vince Barbosa, he is pure ideology at its purest.
Crouching Tiger flushing toilets. Elias Christo. The guy from the hamburger train. Cece LeBlanc. Nez. Interlinks. Victor Sonny Duran. Kyle High Level
Ideas.
Hopper. Albert Ellers Ood. Kitty Hooch. Hi, I'm Kitty Hooch. Abby, I don't want cowards teaching my kid green. Tristan Dominic Guzman. Jane Spade. Jessica, a lot of problems stepping off. King Friday. Laura Campbell. Rajawa. Nefatsu Gustav Van Betten. Camilla. Young Slampy. Brian Hernandez. CS. Hey, is that CS? I don't know. Oh wait, yeah, it is CS. Okay, great. Thugs and Kisses denigrates your dude. He's denigrating that dude. Blistered Thumb. Bree Gutierrez. Pixels Green. Green. Old Man Shia. And our favorite name so far, Hard Farter. I hope you're okay, Hard Farter. That sounds...
The muscular class.
Like a problem, to be honest. And a very special thanks to Mr. Quarth, Micah G, Mike Mort Calypso, Roberto Vera. Who's that? What? Oh, it's Carl Hochmuth, or Hochmuth. I don't know, Carl, tell me how to say it. Love you! Terza. And don't cancel me for, I'm just reading a name, okay? Tardmaster. Annihilate. And special guest, Stabster Bait. Kevin Jigaleski. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Mac. You know it's Mac. You can tell it's him. Krill Will. And we got D-Pad Chad. Burn Dubuel. Jake T. Sebastian Delgadillo. Charlotte Glass. CEO of the muscular class. Beth Van Diver.
I'm sorry about that, Beth. You know I love you.
Ray Anthony Cox. Eden Joy. Derek Stoker. Apollo Crow. Liz. Martin Lee. Chelsea G. Derek Jesus Christ Wilson. Matt Rowe. Thank you to these beautiful, gorgeous, muscular, soaked up, showering probably 10 to 11 times a day producers.